What? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? She wrote a manifesto. You didn't tell me she wrote a manifesto. Christ. All right. So many leftists feel betrayed because I haven't made a video on Palestine. Do they actually want a Contrapoints video about Palestine? Will they be happy if I get in the bath and pour milk on a mannequin of Benjamin Netanyahu? No. Huh? I don't know what I expected, but this is off to a stellar start. That's not, no one was asking for that. Literally no one was is that what you would do? Is that in your script for a Gaza video? It gets worse? Oh god. I have posted about Gaza occasionally and have quietly given money to Palestinian aid organizations. Good for you. Do you want a cookie? But I think what leftists really want is for me to join their chorus of anger. Yes. Yes. They sense some hesitation on my part and are judging me very harshly on my presumed opinions. I'd rather be judged on my actual opinions, so here they are. Is Israel committing genocide in Gaza? Yes. Do I oppose it? Yes. Do I feel angry about it? Yes. I also feel a lot of other things. 1. Doom. Jesus fucking Christ. The week after October 7, it was clear that the mood among Israeli leaders and civilians was overwhelmingly kill or be killed, existential panic, and unstoppable lust for revenge. It reminded me of the US after 9/11. There was no reasoning or protesting them out of it, nor was it politically feasible for the US to withdraw aid to Israel on a time frame that would make a difference. Why? What? It would have required replacing most of Congress and overturning decades of bipartisan strategy and diplomacy. Sure. Even in the best case scenario, it would have taken years. So here is the sense of futility, but worse, misery. Is she trolling us? Is she trolling us? I feel like I'm being trolled a little bit. Misery. The pro-Palestine movement quickly decided that its primary goal was not merely opposition to the genocide, but opposition to Zionism in general. That is, opposition to the existence of Israel as a Jewish state. And here they decided to draw the line separating decent people from genocidal fascists, which had the following consequences. It shrunk the coalition. Zionist is a very broad category. Most Jews are Zionists, not true. Anyone who supports a two-state solution is a Zionist. Yes. We don't need a larger coalition against genocide, against an ethno-state. If you're still on the fence about this, this is so fucking absurd. This is really absurd. You know what? Can we go back to the point where you were asking if I really want this video? I don't want this video. No one wants this video. Please don't make this video. Maybe stop making videos altogether. You know? It was politically infeasible. What is the pathway that takes us from the present situation to the dissolution of Israel as a Jewish state? I don't know. How did we dissolve apartheid South Africa? There's actually precedent for that. I don't see how this could happen without either a total internal collapse of Israeli society or else, nuclear war. Yeah, no, it's supposed to collapse. I don't know why you went to nuclear war. I don't know why you went there. As usual, leftists have championed a doomed cause. Jesus Christ. She's so annoying. God, she's so annoying. It introduced dangerous ambiguities. The vagueness of Zionism as a political Satan. A political Satan. The vagueness of Zionism as a political Satan enables all kinds of rhetorical abuses. A political Satan. Zionism as a political Satan. I really don't know what the fuck she means by that. I do feel sick. I do. What the fuck does she mean by that? What does that mean? That's so absurd. Political Satan. I'm gonna put that in my bio. Political Satan. On the other hand, right-wing Israelis hold up all anti-Zionist protests as existentially threatening and inherently anti-Semitic. On the other hand, there's a long history of anti-Semites using the term Zionist in deliberately equivocal ways, Zog, etc. Anti-Semites are happy for the opportunity to misappropriate the now popular anti-Zionist label to legitimize their agenda, and many people are not informed enough about anti-Semitism to recognize when this is happening. These problems are mutually reinforcing. No, they're not. No, it's pretty easy to see so when there's a Nazi, you can just say, hey, fuck you, Nazis aren't welcome here. It's like pretty, it's pretty easy, actually. Three, dread. The online left has spent the last 20 months distributing hundreds of photos and videos of dead Palestinian children. The main effect of this has been to create a population of people in a constant state of blood-boiling rage with no consequential political outlet. No, it's not! It's to try to end a genocide. It's trying to speak out against a genocide. What is this moral posturing? What is she basing any of this on? Vibes. Her thoughts. They've been asking her thoughts. These are her thoughts. That's kind of it. I wish she didn't say anything. I really wish she didn't say anything. I fear this may be worse than useless. Anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism are conceptually not the same, but conflating them is dangerous. First true statement. First true statement. But in practice, the way Israel is perceived does seep out into attitudes towards Jews in general. Right, which is why it shouldn't exist. Right? I don't think Jews who feel isolated and wary in the current atmosphere are simply hysterical or hallucinating. Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know the numbers? Have you even looked at the numbers? Even the declared numbers, which are a far underestimate. Have you considered that they are hysterical? There's communal trauma and hypervigilance. Yes, there's disingenuous right-wing ghouls dismissing and censoring all criticism of Israel on the pretext of fighting anti-Semitism. But there's also a valid fear of historical anti-Semitic patterns reoccurring, and that fear gives power to the right-wing Zionist claim that only Israel can keep Jews safe. And you think that's right? And you think that's correct? And you think they have a point? Does this mean Israel should not be criticized and sanctioned? Absolutely not. Okay. But it's something I don't want to risk contributing to if not outweighed by tangible benefits. So I approach the issue cautiously. Tangible benefits. So if you can't personably be the Queen of Palestine, you don't want it. Is that it? Is that right? 4. Bitterness. Christ. Much of the online left has spent all of 2024 single-mindedly focused on Palestine and the complicity of the Democratic politicians in sending aid to Israel. This campaign had the following effects. 0 Palestinian lives were saved. I hate you so much. I hate you so fucking much. Not one fewer bomb or bullet was fired by the IDF. My blood is actually boiling. I'm sweaty. I'm so mad. Was Contrapoint indoctrinated for like 20 years? Yeah, I think so. I feel unwell. This is making me feel more sick than I already felt. Thank you so much. I hate all this so much. It may have slightly contributed to the re-election of Trump, guaranteeing that the U.S. will put no diplomatic pressure on Netanyahu for at least 4 years. They were not putting diplomatic pressure on Netanyahu already. Harris wasn't going to do that. You dumb bitch. Oh my God. I'm so mad. I'm really, really mad. And making protests against Israel both much riskier and less effective. Sure. Trump is also incidentally a menace to me and basically everyone I care about. Me. I knew it was coming to this. Again, Harris did not care about trans people. Biden did not care about trans people. They didn't give a fuck about queer rights. They hung a trans flag one time, and that is the most that they did for trans people in the entirety of their administration. What the fuck are you talking about? A perfectly enlightened being would feel no bitterness about this, but I do. Me. None of this is the fault of the Palestinians, of course, who are overwhelmingly the victims here. Again, you should have just cut this out. Just do a screenshot. That should have been the whole post. That one sentence. That's all you should have said in here. I hope that someday American policy will shift in their favor, and I will continue to support their cause. TLDR, I see the situation as bleak, intractable, extremely divisive, and devoid of any element that could be appropriately transformed into political entertainment. That's why I haven't made a video about it. It's not entertaining enough. It's not entertainment. And that's why you can't say anything about the genocide. Girl, what the fuck? Hopefully it goes without saying that these are just my thoughts. I'm sure that other bread tubers have other opinions. Fuck her so much. I just fuck her forever. I'm just gonna go ahead and unsubscribe. I just can't believe all of that. I can't believe any of that. Unsubscribe. No, thank you. Disappointing is like, it really doesn't, it doesn't encompass the way I feel. I feel truly enraged. Like, you're such a fucking useless shit lib. And like, you think you're so edgy because you're nihilistic. Like, It's not fucking 2016. Girl, wake up. Wake up. No, it's not your fault. You didn't write it. Unless you are Contrapoints, Luna. In which case, fuck you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I raise my own blood pressure 100 times a day. It's heartbreaking to hear her say that the left hasn't saved a single Palestinian life. I just don't think that's true. I refuse to believe that. And like, there haven't been fewer bombs sent. That part is true. But like, there has been a consistent aid effort, which is important for people to live. Is like aid stuff. So like, I don't know. I just hate the how she was so fucking like, just like really in her white lib shit of like, well, you keep showing all these images that make me feel bad. I don't understand the purpose of what you're showing me them. And therefore, I can only assume that you want me to be depressed and doom and gloom and feel no hope about anything ever again. Is that what you want? Fine. Fine. It's truly juvenile. Like a fucking teenager throwing a fit.